this video, we'll look at expanding polynomials using the box method. In question number 1, we have a trinomial being multiplied by a binomial. We'll start by setting up a box. And then we'll write our first polynomial on the top here. 2x squared plus 3x minus 7. And on the side, we'll write our second polynomial, 3x minus 2. And then we're going to divide our area here into boxes. And the number of boxes we need will be determined by the number of terms in each of the polynomials. So we have 3 terms across the top, so we're going to need to make 3 boxes. And then across the side we have 2, so we're going to divide it into 2 boxes. Then we're going to fill in our boxes. Our top left box will come from multiplying 3x by 2x squared. So the term to the left multiplied by the term above it. So 3x times 2x squared is 6x cubed. And now we'll move to the box to the right. So again, the term to the left is 3x, the term above is also 3x, so 3x times 3x is 9x squared. And then our last box in the first row will be 3x multiplied by negative 7, so minus 21x. Our second row will be next, so our first left-hand box here will be determined by multiplying negative 2 by 2x squared, so that will give us negative 4x squared. Our next box, there's a negative 2 to the left and a 3x above, so negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. And then our last box will be determined by multiplying negative 2 by negative 7, which will give us positive 14. So now we want to simplify our answer by collecting our like terms. So we have a 6x cubed in the top left-hand corner. Putting our x squareds together, we'll just circle them in red here. We have a negative 4x squared plus a 9x squared. So together that will give us 5x squared. Then we'll collect our x's. So we have a negative 6x plus a negative 21x. So together that'll give us negative 27x. And our constant term is a 14, so we'll just put a plus 14 at the end. And now we have our expanded answer in simplified form. Moving over to question 2. In question 2, we have a trinomial multiplied by another trinomial. So again, we're going to set up our box. Across the top, we'll put our first polynomial, 3x squared minus 6x minus 1. And then across the side, we'll put our second polynomial. So we have a 2x squared minus 4x plus 3. And again, we'll create our box. Across the top, we have 3 terms again, so we'll create 3 boxes here. And on the side, we also have 3 terms, so we're going to have 3 boxes going up and down as well. And then we'll fill in the boxes using the same strategy as we did before. So our top left box, we have a 2x squared to the left and a 3x squared above. So 2x squared times 3x squared will give us 6x to the 4th. Going 1 box to the right. To find this number, we will do 2x squared multiplied by negative 6x. So that gives us negative 12x cubed. And our last box in the first row will be determined by multiplying negative or 2x squared by negative 1, which will be negative 2x squared. For our second row, the first box will be negative 4x multiplied by 3x squared. which will give us negative 12x cubed. Our next box will be negative 4x multiplied by negative 6x. So we get 24x squared. And then our last box in this row, to the left we have a negative 4x, above we have a negative 1. So negative 4x times negative 1 is positive 4x. And then our last row, in the first box here, we have a 3 to the left, a 3x squared above. So 3 times 3x squared is 9x squared. For our next box, we'll multiply 3 by negative 6x, which will give us negative 18x. And our last box, we're going to multiply 3 by negative 1, which is negative 3. And again, we'll collect our like terms to simplify this expression. So we have a 6x to the fourth in our top left-hand corner. Then we'll put our x cubes together. So we have negative 12x cubed minus 12x cubed. So together would give us negative 24x cubed. Then we'll put our x squareds together. So we have 9x squared plus 24x squared minus 2x squared. So 9 plus 24 is 33, minus 2 will be 31. So we will have 31x squared. And then we'll put our x's together. So we have a negative 18x plus a 4x. So that'll give us minus 14x. And then our constant in the bottom right here is a minus 3. And so we now have our simplified answer. 6x to the fourth minus 24x cubed plus 31x squared minus 14x minus 3.